Right. Now coming to the next topic of today's is agile process. Agile process, like we have a process model, so agile also be having a process model. It will be the same style of in the framework activities, whatever we have, the same style we are going to follow. Let me see what actually this agile process, how this agile model will do. So agile software process is characterized, if you see the uh, definition of this agile process, we can say it is a definition. Agile software process is characterized in the sense it is going to be describing in a manner that address a number of key assumptions in the sense it will be a predictions how the process will be do. So what are the key assumptions? There is, it is difficult to predict in advance which software requirements will persist, which software requirement is going to be persist over here, and which will be changed. So it is very difficult for that. So because we are going to predicting that once we release to the product to the customer, after using that customer that product, how he will feel, how he or she will feel, because that customer may be a young people, that customer may be an old man, that customer may be a child, that customer may be a middle age, all different customers. So we are, it's very difficult to predict in advance which software requirement will persist and will get changed after releasing the product to the customer, right? That is one assumption. Second assumption is for many types of software, design and constructions are interleaved. Design and construction are interleaved in the sense what? How any art peoples, when you want, if you have a plan to construct your house, as per the plan, how the ground floor look like, how the first floor look like. In the ground floor, how many rooms you like to be? Where is the kitchen? Where is the hall? Where is the bedroom? Where is the washrooms? Where is the normal kitchen type of things, or TV showroom, or any other showcase, all such type of things. So design and construction both are going to be interleaved. Interleaved meaning is what? It is going to be interconnected, right? The third assumption is analysis, design, construction, and testing are not predictable, because here where the phase is missing, the only the phase is going to missing is starting communication. Analysis, design, construction, testings are not as predictable because it is going to be interconnected to each other. So that's why it's not predictable. Based on these three assumptions, the agile process is going to be characterizing in a manner to address all these three issues, or all these problems, or all these features, right? One is, it is very difficult in advance to predict how and what the changes can be going to be asked by the customer after releasing the product to the customer, after using that by the customer. The second assumption, this design and construction interleave. So because of that, it is very tough where has the style you are expecting in the design, it has to come in the implementation part. Another example, best example in real time, how you are preparing for your examination, how much you are putting efforts overnight, day wise, you are preparing your material, everything. But summarizing that, presenting in the examination is different, because you are preparing in a different manner, you are presenting in a different manner. Maybe it's not as it is, the efforts will become over there, because you have prepared for 30 days, you have to put in 3 hours. That's a question where it is going to be talk about design and construction. Analysis, design, construction, testing also be not predictable. So all these three issues, assumptions, will be addressed by agile software process. If you talk about the modeling, the agile modeling, there are many situations in which software engineering must build large applications or business applications where they can develop more large business critical systems. The scope and complexity of such system must be modeled so that all constituencies, in the sense, all the changes, all the constituencies, in the sense, all the childs related can be better understand what needs to be accomplished over there. The problem can be partitioned effectively among the people who must solve it. Because when you are dividing the work and assigning to the team members of agile team members, it will be very suitable which team member can be solve that one. When you divide the total problem into partitions, we had to assign such a way that effectively that suitable person, suitable team member can, if you assign it, you are expecting a good solution for that problem to solve it. And the third one, the quality. The third one talks about the quality can be assessed as the system is being engineered and built. So quality also we need to be assessed, because just if you are done that, if you are submitting means like it is the first way where when you are submitting SRS, initially you just collected, you throw it. After the second iteration, you are going to doing something. A third iteration, it will be little bit of 70 to 80% is okay now, SRS, right? So initially, if you are not assess the quality of the documentation, it is very difficult. It requires more number of iterations. Like we have done 3 different iterations for preparing SRS. Coming to the definition of agile development, the definition talks about is a practice-based methodology. It is not a the step-based. It is a practice-based. Practice-based means while doing learning, doing by learning. Doing by learning is called as practice-based methodology for effective modeling and documentation of software-based systems. So agile model is a practice-based methodology, and it gives both effective model as well as documentation for the development of software-based systems. In simple, AM, agile modeling is a collection of values, principles, practices. One is values, second one is principles, third one is practices for modeling software that can be applied on software development project in an effective and lightweight manner. Lightweight manner in the sense it's a very easy process, easily lightweight. Lightweight best example is when you are booting up your system, how much time it is taking. If it is taking in 3 seconds or 5 seconds, then it is a lightweight processor of that. If it is taking 5 minutes, it is not a lightweight. It is a heavyweight processor over there, right? So simply we have a two definitions here. One is practice-based methodology for the development of modeling as well as documentation. Second definition simply is a combination or collection of values, principles, and practices. So both the definitions will deals with development of software-based systems. Okay, so that are the two different definitions. This is the definition one. We had talked about that. This is the definition one. This is definition two. Okay. Now coming to the this where some of the array of core and principles. If you talk about this here is first it is going to talk about model with a purpose. Second one, use multiple models. Third one, travel light. Fourth one, content is more important than representation. Fifth one, know the models and the tools that you are going to use to create them. Sixth one, adopt locally. So these are the 6 different steps. Coming to the first one, model with a purpose. Model with a purpose means it has to fulfill a particular task, because if you don't have a task to fulfill it, it is the model is waste. If you're developing and if you're not fulfilling that task, a particular task by this model, it is very tough. Use multiple models. Use multiple models in the sense it is a consisting different models. Like you can add for some part is a conventional, for some part we can go for the modern tools, some parts we can be use this another iterative models. So you can use multiple models so that it will fulfill the total the satisfaction or requirement of the customer. Travel light in the sense whatever the process you are doing from the day one to the release of the product to the last day product release, from this in this travel in this way you can have a very light means very smartly we had to be develop all this. Smart thing in the sense just you're omitting or making deleting some requirements of the customer. It's not like smart work doing in a very advanced thinking, advanced prediction. Content is not that much of important rather than representation. Content is more important rather than presentation. So we give more importance for the content and less importance for the representations. Content in the sense here not the text, it's not the documentation. Content in the sense where actually the importance is required. Like don't give representation more important means like for color, how it look likes, not for that. The content has to give more important. Know the models and the tools which you are going to be creating for that. So any advanced predefined models or tools are there to develop such type of agile models, and adopt locally. Locally in the sense it should be very comfortable to use the local peoples, because when you are developing a product, it should not be only comfortable for Tamil Nadu, comfortable for Karnataka. It also should for Andhra Pradesh as well. So adopt such a way that the process should be locally has to support more priority for that, right? And the example for agile development, if you see the total example of this agilement, see the objective. Here I am giving on a small example for you. The objective talks here. The objective of the agile development tools is to assist in one or more aspects of agile development. If you observe carefully here, if you see the example, one or more aspects of agile development with an emphasis on facilitating the rapid generation of operational software. Rapid in the sense frequent changes. Regularly it is going to changes generation of operational software. These tools can also be used in the prescriptive process model. So what are the prescriptive process models we have? Like waterfall model, we have incremental model. Under incremental, different models you can use, right? So for that also you can use this agile development. Now here, what's the mechanisms you are going to using for development of agile is tool mechanics vary. So vary in the sense depends on the project. It will vary from project to project. Agile tool set encompasses automated support for project planning, use case modeling, the development of this use case, requirement gathering, rapid design, code generation, and testing. So these are normal framework activities like planning. We have going to be the modeling, requirement gathering over there, rapid design, code generation, testing. Not only this, other sort of activities which are the part under the different activities what we have all together for each phase. For each phase, they are having different agile development tools. Now coming to the representative tools which we have is here. When you talk about here, uh, different tools are available. Like on time, when you want to develop by axosoft.com. Here it provides agile process management support for various technical activities within the process. To do that, we can use this software. For Ideogrammic, UML for development of this one, ideogrammic.com. It is a UML tool set specifically developed for the use within the agile process for designing purpose. That is another tool called as Ideogrammic. Next is Together tool set, which is for the purpose of the many technical activities you can do it with XP. XP here is nothing but Windows XP. It is a professional, extreme process, extreme programming called as XP. Here XP stands for extreme programming. It starts with E, extreme, EXTREME, extreme programming, and other agile process. For doing of that, you can use Borland.com. So these are the different tools for representative tools which can support by this agile development. One is Axosoft, another is the Ideogrammic, another is going to using Borland. So these are some of the different examples for doing of this. So we have discussed in this topic, we have discussed agile process, we have discussed agile modeling, the definitions, and what are the different main principles, how it supports, and one example. So that's about the agile process and agile modeling.